let's jump right in. Dodger. You wake up in the morning. You guys are in a nicer establishment known as the Spitfire. There's a common room that only the party has access to, with a bunch of little bedrooms kind of spinning off. There is a balcony on the side. You've set up kind of a little work table, and you tend to get up a little earlier than the average person, and you're kind of tinkering with your spider, and you're looking over the letter once again. It's just pouring over and over in your mind. To recap, you've been bamboozled in some way. You've been taking blood money, essentially, unknowingly, by someone known as Mr. Crooked Feather. The Pride, who you thought you were selling your magic bullets to, is under the assumption that you've been dead for months. And your magical arcane ammunition has been intercepted for months and been sent off to disreputable individuals, and you can't stand for that. That is not the kind of person you are. What's everyone up to? The little spiders kind of, you kind of look over and you kind of lose focus a little bit, and it kind of pokes at you a little bit. Just a little jab on your finger.
I just kind of fiddle with it and put it on my shoulder.
Okay. What's everyone else up to?
Where did we sleep? We slept at the Spitfire?
Yeah, you're in the Spitfire, which belongs to Papa Bishop.
Ooh. Papa Thompson, you mean?
Papa Thompson, thank you. Thompson.
Bishop.
I think it's
Which
Thompson Bishop. Lucky Bishop. I'm backwards.
Lucky Bishop, and then there's Papa Thompson, and then there's Shiny Connor.
Yeah.
There's an individual downstairs who you are able to commune with, people of the big three, named Otis. He works for Papa Thompson as well.
Yeah, Otis was the well-dressed black dragonborn.
Yep.
Rolling my portents.
Oh, yo, you super right. Those are like our mechanics, brother.
Yeah, those are our things.
Oh God, are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
We might be, brother.
We're just hanging out.
I rolled a steezy 11.
Ooh, okay.
And a 17. A 17.
Just a reminder, the party is in the city known as the Reach, which is primarily functioning through the mine known as Red Mine, which the big three co-own and run.
Next to Red Mine, you can find Green Mine and Blue Mine.
Oh my God, Minnie, thank you so much. And Alexandria, goddamn. Appreciate y'all.
So, today we're on a journey. I believe, anyway. Dodger, you have his old mentor, right?
Right.
What sort of, I guess we could call it, terrain are we supposed to be expecting on our ways there?
Dodger, you remember following a extremely large river, which is not easily passable as it is primarily rapids, all the way up to the Honest Lake, Wone High, and let's go to the map real quick. Wone High, but you're dangerously close to the rusts. This is probably everything northeast. You have to travel northeast, and everything past the Reach basically is the rusts, and so the road follows closely along the river to stay as safe as possible from the strange blood glass and the other inhabitants of the rusts. But there's a town out there, and it's heavily fortified.
All of that.
Blood glass in a town heavily fortified. Fortified against what?
Many people who have bounties on their heads will flee into the rusts and gamble their lives against the elements and the creatures out there instead of being hunted down by people like Sia and Jean. But you have to be quite powerful to survive out there. It is not an easy time, to say the least.
Well, Jean, Sia, y'all could potentially make some money if we take a little stop by that town. Probably
It
catch
is
some
true.
Probably catch some people on the way there. Want to maybe stop by the bounty office this morning? See if there's anybody out hiding out in the rust we might want to pick up on our way to meet Dodge's old mentor.
I'm
Sure,
not
my
in
last
bed.
job was a bust, so
Yes, fair
I mean,
enough.
I did the busting, but look, sometimes it happens. You can ask her.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Sometimes you gotta kill people, and that's all right. I'm personally for the killing of people more often than not.
I don't know about more.
It
often.
depends.
It's like a 51-50-50 situation. Stonks! Do you agree with this plan, or are you just gonna sit like a pile of bones?
It's what I am. So, yeah, let's go. I'm bored.
Stonks, I'm not gonna brush your teeth. You gotta do that yourself.
What? Where did that even come from?
Minnie, Alexandria, guys, Taff, stop.
Not good enough.
Listen, you're
More.
all my favorite. I don't.
More money.
Nah, Feff, you gotta degrade them.
Oh, you're right. Stop it. Stop competing for my attention. You're all. I feel bad.
You're all very naughty.
I feel bad.
There you go.
I didn't know there was a level 6 hype train.
You're all so naughty for giving us money.
God damn. Oh, she's trying to get to 69 subs. That's nice. Sia, you don't remember. You can make a history check if you want to. You don't remember your nightmare that you had the previous night during your long rest. It quickly faded into obscurity. But you do recall waking up kind of like in a cold sweat.
Did get an 18 on the history check. If
An
that
18?
is any consolation.
Sure thing. As is with the nature of some dreams, it is hard to recall. But many storm clouds, a giant storm wall over an ocean, ripping up the earth as it made its way to the coast, the beach that you were standing on. But while everything was destroyed around you, you felt relatively safe. Still very frightening, still very loud. That's about all you can recall.
Pleasant.
Taco, one of these days, at some point during this episode, the sun will just perfectly right into your eyeball. You'll be like, ah.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's right there. It's terrible. But my relaxed position is it.
Eat the sunlight.
Is this what photosynthesis is?
Yester, not railroading at all, just making sure you didn't forget. if you wanted to, just to remind you that you did hear your father's voice speaking to Shiny Connor through the thing. I only mentioned that so that you don't remember later and you're like, damn it, I should have done that before I left. And
Go talk to Shiny Connor.
you don't have to by any means.
Nah, it's a good idea. I do think I got a little bit of a meeting with Shiny Connor, as in I want to talk to him. Yeah, I do. Do you want to come with me?
What are you talking about?
Stonks, come here.
I come here.
I declare whisper.
No, Beth. I know that's the theme of your streams.
Hey yo!
Yeah, Fev, look, we're not all deviants who like making trees come, okay? Look.
It was one
You know,
time
when-
and an accident.
Yeah, that's what
When
they all
Quincy
say.
asked you what separates your D&D streams from other streams, that was the correct answer.
Come.
I'll never escape that. It'll haunt me forever.
It will. So I declare Whisper stops.
And Stonks comes.
Instantaneously.
No,
Stop.
let's just move forward.
Yee.
I'm. So Shannon Connor was talking to my dad
Yeah.
in the recording.
Oh.
I want to talk to Shannon Connor about my dad.
Okay.
I just don't know if I need to be secret enough about this or not yet. You
I
know,
don't
like,
know.
is my dad doing devious stuff that's gonna result in him dying? Like, I don't know.
Thank you, Del.
Would you kill your dad?
I wouldn't kill my dad.
What if he did like naughty things? What if he was evil?
I don't think he's. I don't know. He didn't sound very evil in the recording. He was just kind of like, I want to do what's right, you know.
The road to hell and all that. Paved it is. Good intentions.
Oh my god, level 7. Are there new levels? I thought
Hey,
it only
God,
went to
hey,
5.
God, I know you like money. The
Dude!
characters are talking.
You're right, I'm sorry.
I hear there's a level 7 hap train going on.
The trains aren't even ready
What's a
yet.
butt train? Never heard of that.
Fucking Ramus out here building fancy trains already.
Ram is doing the Lord's work.
Is that what the new tracks are for? Is the hap train?
This marketing team, actually, we should call them the
They're
hype train. That's
the
hilarious.
hype trains are perpetual motion machines that Ramus has built. And you have to keep dancing on them to keep them moving. If,
Yeah.
if the
Cats
passengers
afraid
stop
of?
being hype,
Or you have to purchase goods while on there. Every the classic goods and services from soup,
Mhm.
cream,
soup and cream
soup, cream.
and cream. Mm.
Like a creamed corn kind of a.
Yep,
Cream of mushroom.
Yep. Yep.
Cream of celery.
definitely was thinking that avenue.
Speaking of,
Anyways.
a newspaper is hurled onto the balcony. Would anyone like to read it?
I can't read, so
I'll pick it up and read it.
Okay.
And why do you want my book?
It's a weird spot
the bird can
to
read.
put a
Oh,
newspaper,
okay.
but whatever.
Oh, Lexi's at 68.
We're trying to focus here, Stonks. Okay.
Gosh, I know, but like it's in character for me to care about the money.
Gene, you pick up the newspaper. And the front page talks about how Lord Ramus, and it shows a picture of him on top of a like a second story building. Under him is this real nice shiny looking train in front of a huge crowd of people, and it says no more needless death. Reading a little further, Lord Ramus has declared that everyone of his guards and people under his control, such as City Watch and other people who keep the peace, are now required to have some form of access to Revivify. At least one in every battalion. So that there won't be any more needless accidents and death under his watch. And you can see in the picture that everyone's cheering and freaking out and stuff like that. In a lesser section, which you think maybe it's possible that these two announcements were released at the same time due to Lord Ramus's affiliation with the Pride, which is the government of Windfall, the major city. The Pride is attempting to get more control and organization to their citizens by requiring papers for the ownership and purchase of horses. Horses, for everyone's recap, being a relatively new, within this past 80 to 100 years, new to this continent. And a lot of people are upset about it. The paper itself, known as the Gatlin, scathingly protesting against it, saying that they're just trying to control us, keep tabs on us, and the like.
All right.
I have a question. There's a spell called Legend Lore
Okay.
that basically lets me like reach out. It's a divination spell that lets me like reach out into the ethos and be like, tell me about this important person. If it says if they are not of like legendary importance or like something to that effect, the spell doesn't work because they're not like cool enough.
Okay.
In this setting, would you say that people of influence like the big three would like meet that requirement, like Ramus, or would you say that that applies more so to like godhood level people?
I'd say you can give it a go, see what happens.
Okay. Cool. I'll sit on that for a while.
I'll
Also, you
hand
had
the paper over to Sia and be like, you see these new requirements in here. Hope they don't require it for bounty hunters too. That'd be very annoying.
Yes, it would be.
I do not have capacity for Revivify. Would be nice though, actually. Then I could always bring him in alive.
That is true.
I'll have to think about that. Maybe see if Dodger has a way of working that up.
I don't have Revivify, but I got Raised Dead.
It's not the same.
I can't learn Revivify.
by
Guess
that
we're
logic.
fucked.
By that logic, you can't punish an undead for crimes of when it was alive. How does that apply to Stonks?
What? Who said I committed crimes? Also,
It's that you can't punish them. You just can't. You can't get the bounty fee, or you can't get it as an alive bounty fee. You get it as dead.
Thank you, Alexandria. Love you. God damn.
also, Stonks has been a skeleton for an obscenely long amount of time.
What's the statute of limitations on that, huh?
Think we have a statute of limitations yet? It's a pretty
about
new
it yet.
government.
Stonks, you stole an elderberry back before there was a society here as a person.
So Yester and Stonks, are you guys scurrying away to go speak to Shiny Connor?
Anyone want to go talk with me to Shiny Connor?
I mean, I'll go.
Honestly, why not?
I mean, do you need a shotgun?
I mean, I appreciate all sorts of backup because I literally do not know what this man is capable of. Like, what if he
Alright, sure,
kidnaps me? I'm very pretty, you know.
I got
Might as
nothing
well.
else going on.
Might as just all well go.
All right,
Yeah.
we go to Shiny Connor.
Okay. After getting a hold of Otis sends a message through his sending stone to whoever is on the other end of that, who eventually speaks to Papa Thompson, who then speaks to Shiny Connor, and eventually word is given that Shiny Connor awaits Yester and company on top of the plateau of the Red Mine.
Yeehaw.
That is roughly 500 feet in the air. Entering through the
Yeah.
red mine, you slowly go ahead.
I would like to just make a note that Dodger does put the spider away.
Okay. Smart. Yeah. I already had that thought, and I was like, yeah, he would have thought to tuck that bad boy away.
Hydrate and stretch.
Yeah. You go up a series of elevators, mostly lifts, and you find yourself in a very small, tightly packed lift, and it stops halfway through. You guys are the party's all kind of crammed together in this roughly elevator-sized lift, and the top opens up, and this really crazy, looks like used to be a bipedal construct, but is now this kind of lowered centipede-like construct, kind of Mission Impossible's down, and it goes, "Greetings. I am to ensure that you are not armed when you reach the top. Hand over your weapons, or go for a sudden drop."
Did we do this last time?
No.
I'll
You
hand
do know
over
we
my
can
shotgun.
cast spells, right? Like that. Some of those don't really require.
I'll be taking your component pouch as well. Talismans or spell casting focuses.
All right, you can take my rapier then.
Okay.
I don't hand him my violin though.
It's made of gold. Why would you?
Yeah, I'm not giving him that shit. That's actually how I cast spells.
Make a deception check.
Where are my dice?
Those are kind of important. Offbeat.
I'm pulling a taco.
Not me. Slowly getting my dice out that I hadn't grabbed yet.
Here's the thing, chat, is we all jump in the Zoom call, and then we all just hang out and talk, like, and just vibe, and then eventually I'm like, ah, crap, I gotta go live, we gotta do the thing.
D20. Deception is that? That's a cheeky 20.
Nice, okay. Everyone else hand over there. If anyone else would like to retain any of their violent instruments, they will have to roll a deception check as well.
I'll hand mine over. No problem.
Yeah, Dodger will reluctantly
Okay.
hand his over as well.
Sia will also hand her stuff over. Does that include any like bullet stuff? Because I will not hand that over.
Yeah, so you start taking the bullets out of your gun and start putting it away, and it goes, "We'll be taking the ammunition as well."
She
What
puts
for?
that ammunition back into the gun, but
Okay.
doesn't give the rest.
Okay.
She ain't got the gun, she can't use the ammo. What's the problem with that?
Explosives are explosives.
I would have to
who's
throw
got the
that
dynamite,
awfully
by the way?
hard.
That's not how that works.
I would have to throw that awfully hard to get that to work.
That is one means to explode an explosive.
Look, I know how they work intimately. That's not how it works. Crazy talk.
I'm afraid I must.
Stonks like walks away from the group and is gonna cast sending.
You
to
are in
Shiny
an
Connor.
elevator.
We're in an elevator. I'll
Yeah.
do it right fucking here. I don't care.
Okay.
I cast sending to Shiny Connor
Okay.
and basically go, "Hey, what gives? Fuck this robot dude. Why does he want my stuff?"
You sent to the robot dude.
Not, not like you know what I mean. For the last one.
Roll persuasion.
Oh god, I'm not good at persuading. 11.
I assure you, my son has my best interests at heart.
Where's that?
Look at this guy procreating, even though it's just the tip. All right, cool. Now that I know that, I'll hand it over.
Okay.
And when I, like,
we'll
hand
have to roll
over-
deception.
Yeah. When I hand over, like, I guess I'll hand over my spell book
Okay.
and go, it's Shiny Connor's kid. He's cool.
Well, I just
Johnny
rolled a
Connor
nat 20
birthday
on there.
thing?
Hey yo.
Plus 3, so 20.
Okay, Dodger. This is tricky for you because that book is very important to you.
Which book?
Your book.
That's not a... He doesn't use it
Oh,
as a
is it
spell
not
focus,
his?
does he?
I thought. My bad. My bad.
And he wouldn't recognize it as one.
Okay. I like it.
It's not obviously a yeah. Everyone who sees it just thinks it's junk, like it's just a random junk book.
Okay.
Except for Stonks.
Except for Stonks.
Okay. Eventually, it tucks all of the various things away, and I assume including the dynamite, which
Okay,
the party
hold on.
has.
We use pronouns for Shiny Connor. We're calling their kid an it. What's going on?
This is barely humanoid anymore.
Okay.
This resembles more of a obscene contraption.
Cool.
I'll roll deception for the dynamite because
Okay.
like I wouldn't even take that out of my bag.
Sure.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay. It slowly folds all of the various pieces away and goes, bye. and it shoots up into the area. And
Oh, don't get that stuff back. There'll be hell to pay.
you hear it scurry along inside the elevator shaft and fade away.
We'll get it back. I'm sure of
Visually,
it.
I'm thinking of like, have you guys seen the movie 9 about like the little like
Yeah.
burlap sack people?
Mm-hmm.
You know the like snake demon that the thing creates that like opens up at the top with the baby head? So where,
Yeah.
where my head's at right now with whatever the hell is crawling through the shaft.
Okay. You get to the top. This whole trip to the top takes roughly half an hour. It's a big plateau. And the lifts do not move quickly.
We're gonna be we're in this lift for 30 minutes.
Various sets of lifts.
Okay.
You find yourself on the top of a plateau as it in this tiny little kind of shack thing slides open. There's two really big dudes who kind of stand by the entrance of the elevator, and you see this tiny little goblin with this little kind of shitty contraption, and you see Shiny Connor pull. Bang! Let's see if he hits. He does. And then he goes, hold. Turns around, puts the safety on the gun, hands it to the goblin, kind of pulls out a kind of this like a lens washing, like a lens cloth.
A microfiber cloth.
A microfiber cloth, thank you. And starts kind of wiping his hands of various things, tucks that away and goes, welcome.
Hello.
It is good
Howdy.
to see you all again. Care for a shot?
Yes.
He nods to the
lick-
goblin.
Wait. Oh, you meant like pew pew.
Yeah.
I can't do that right now. Your son took my things.
He gestures to the goblin who holds up the rifle.
What stat would I use to shoot with this gun?
Dexterity and then proficiency if you have it.
Proficiency in what?
Oh, firearms.
Is it a-
Everyone has proficiency in firearms and Windfall.
All right, cool. It's a +4. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a
Okay.
whirl.
You approach the goblin and he goes, don't miss.
What happens?
Nothing happens. I just, rather, good luck.
Don gets into the contraption, starts moving shit around him, reloading it. He is quite excited.
Excited.
Yes, he's easily excited.
All right, Stonks will call for pull. and throw my dice off the table. That's a 7 plus 4, 11.
11. It misses.
Stonks like reflexively like goes to like cast like a cantrip,
Mhm.
and then nothing happens. Just kind of like. I was like,
While he's doing that, he well, good try. What do I owe the pleasure to our?
Well, Shiny Connor, you met with somebody recently. What does the ex-leader of the Desperados mean to you, my friend?
There is a certain trust that when someone speaks to me, I will not speak of what we say later to others.
There's a good trait. And frankly, look, I don't really care about what you're talking about. I'm trying to track him down.
To what end?
When a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
yes,
And
no,
the
he knows
mommy's
this.
a-
He has a kid
Oh, right, you're right. So remember how you made your kid, right?
with a whore.
Yeah, with a whore. Just like my mama. Desperado leader. The leader is my father.
Ah, I can see it.
So
Similar
I'm trying to track him down
Cheekbone.
because he's been missing for quite some time, as far as I've been told. That seems suspicious.
Roll a persuasion check, Mr. Bard, sir.
That's a 28.
I cast silvery barbs.
The lowest I can get is a 23 stonks.
The Desperados, as of late, have come under my employ.
All right. That's great news. Where's my dad?
Recently, I sent him out to the Shifting Pales to look into some interesting rumors that were arising from over there. Something deep in the dwarven ruins has been rumored to be causing some problems. Now, almost no one goes out to the dunes, and very much less that particular dwarven ruin. And that means we have no eyes there, which means if something has been lurking there and growing more powerful, we will have no idea, until it potentially might be too late. I did not ask him to sacrifice. I did not ask him to sacrifice himself or his men. I simply need information. They're too useful to waste on a potential threat like this. But sending a large armed force of mercenaries, well, it's less likely that they'll be set upon by bandits and the like.
And you're employing a bunch of... You're employing the Desperados?
I keep
Aren't
them
you
on
like a known
retainer.
criminal?
A known criminal?
Come on. Don't play coy. I don't care.
I am simply a man of numbers.
Look, I was born a criminal. I'm a bastard. That's illegal where I come from. I literally do not care that you're a criminal. I just want you to be honest about it at the very least.
I believe I am being honest with you. He seems to be a little uncharacteristically flummoxed by this. Calling him out on bullshit when he believes he's telling the truth, or seems to be the case. Seems to be one of the few things that it'd be good to note this can get under his skin, as it were.
Are you saying that
Right,
he
his
believes
gears.
what he's saying? Great,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're saying that he believes what he's saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that's an important tick, because Shiny Connor prides himself on not being easy to flummox or perturb or anything like that. He is very much a stone wall, hard to read. But if you call him out on bullshit, and if he is particularly trying to tell the truth, that irks him.
Hey, look, Connor, whatever it is you got going on here, I don't care. I'm just looking for my dad. Thank you for the tip. That's all I really cared about. But, you know.
How did you come by this information?
I don't know, word of mouth. Things get around. Might want to check your network for moles or something.
Make a deception check.
25.
Is he rolling something?
I'm rolling an insight.
I'm gonna make it a nat 1. With Porky.
Okay. And is there any vocational
Let me see.
aspects to that spell?
If there is like some
Not a spell.
rigmarole.
No, because
It's
it's
not a
like
spell.
foreseen.
That's
It's
right.
foreseen
That's
earlier
right.
in the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's not even something he's actively doing.
Right.
Yeah, you just
right.
replace the roll. There's not even not
Yeah.
even something to visually tell that it's happening.
Okay, cool.
I just started asking around for anybody seen the leader of the Desperados, and you know, like
Isaac.
people talk.
The goblin goes from like happily working away at his mechanisms to
Yeah, boss.
there are only 2 people that knew of that meeting.
Yeah, boss.
You were one of them. The goblin slowly looks up and looks at the party.
I don't know. I didn't say nothing, boss. I don't know what you're talking about.
Isaac.
No, seriously. I didn't do.
Yo, Shiny Connor, what are you doing here? Are you seriously gonna call out this poor bastard? Well, the most likely scenario is that my dad told his friends that they had a meeting with Shiny Connor. Told the members of the Desperados.
I
And the
look-
Desperados
he holds up a
went and
finger.
talked to somebody else.
I look forward to you seeing the proof you will somehow convey as to your innocence on this matter. I suggest you go talk to Prometheus.
Yeah, right away, boss. Right away.
And he gets up and he quickly runs away.
Oof.
How did we get that info? Like out of character?
The
Spider.
spider.
Spider? Cool.
Asking someone to prove they didn't do something. It's a tall order. You know, that doesn't necessarily hold up in a court of law. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Take care, Shiny Connor. Might wanna check on your public image. Don't seem to like being called a criminal, but
That is very
I'm
much
not gonna lie to
Lucky
you, my
Bitch
friend.
Bishop's and Papa Thompson's concern. My concern is the numbers.
Wait. You mean to tell me that the cat is in charge of the PR?
They're all in charge of their own PR. I do not
okay.
care where people see me stand, ultimately.
you know, well, the cat's clearly a bastard, you know, like an asshole, and is clearly a criminal. Papa Thompson, everybody knows it too. Like, by association, it's like if you're not a criminal at that point, like, good God, my friend, like the company you keep. I'm
Donks
trying to help you.
is shuffling everyone out the door. The businessman is now telling everyone it's time to go.
Wait,
Anyway,
about to get good. Let me go back.
Well, I wanted to shoot. Oh, no.
You don't have your things. Connor, if your boy could bring us our goods at the top, that'd be great. He's still learning, I'm sorry.
Maybe don't bring your protege with you next time.
Was his idea to come here. I was coming to keep an eye, honestly. Hence why I'm kicking him out before you do.
He turns and picks up the shotgun and looks down and notes that the goblin's gone and he can't have anyone else run the mechanism because it's a tiny little contraption that the goblin crawls into and goes. As you lose sight of him as you move down the shaft.
Hello. Here's your things back.
All right, so like, do you remember being born?
Oh, me?
No, not you, him.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well, it was just more of a switch, like a switch on kind of thing. I wasn't there, I wasn't, and then I was, and I was there. Bit painful. We had to fix a few things once I was able to communicate.
And this thing's like fully metallic, like mechanical.
Mm-hmm. Think of the top half of a Warforged with an opened up rib cage with all of these tiny little grabby bits, and then the bottom half is centipede-esque, but also mechanical.
Yeah, he confuses me.
I am not so archaic as those grafted fucks out in the wilds.
Thank you,
Tell us
son.
more about them fucks.
Ah.
Is God checking his notes, or did
God's
the NPC
checking
just
his
realize
notes.
it fucked up?
I will say that sorry. Sorry. Where is it? The two bounty hunters would know. There are 3 gangs. Not affiliated with the big 3. There's the Huffers and 2 others that I don't immediately have the names of off the top of my head, but one of them is known for grafting additional arms, very much mutating monstrosities. I'll get that name to you in a bit.
Okay.
But this is who he's referring to.
Do we all get our stuffs back?
Yes.
Cool.
Is everything accounted for?
Yeah.
Everything is accounted
Not
for.
tampered with.
Not
On the
tampered with.
Not tampered with, correct.
on the walk away, I'm gonna start talking to Yester. Now, Yester, look, if you're gonna be the regional manager of the Stonks Emporium and my
I
right
don't want to be
hand,
that.
but look, you gotta work on the people skills. You're abrasive.
Yeah.
It doesn't go well.
I was just confused why he was so upset when I called him a criminal. Everyone knows he's a criminal. Like, he seems like he's the only one who's not on board, you know? Like, if you're gonna be a criminal, own it, you know?
What has he done that you know?
Oh, come on. Like, that I know of. Everyone knows criminal. The only reason that we know he's a criminal and that he's still here is that he's good at hiding it. We all know he's a criminal, but he's good at not getting caught. If I knew he did something, he would get caught. That's how that works.
You just pointed out that having the goblin provide proof that he didn't do something doesn't hold up in court of law. Apply that
Yeah.
logic to Connor.
Everyone knows it, though.
Yeah, but what's he been convicted of?
Nothing, but we all know he's a criminal.
I'm with Yester on this one. You can just look him in the eyes and know.
Yeah.
He
See
hangs
the
out with
guilt
Lucky
reflect
Bishop.
back.
I have a bird for a brain, and I even see the cognitive dissonance of this bullshit. What is...
No, what? Just because he hasn't been convicted doesn't mean that he's not a criminal. We literally attacked somebody. We did a crime. Doesn't mean that we're not criminals. If I'm not convicted, I'm still a criminal. He hangs out with Lucky Bitch Bishop. Lucky Bitch Bishop orchestrated a scheme in order to blow up the railways. He knew about that. That is literally a conspiracy.
We got brought here to be groomed to replace Lucky Bitch Bishop.
Maybe you did. I didn't. I'm looking for my dad. And aren't you still just trying to get Dodge's book?
I mean, obviously. Look at it.
Do not know what you see in that book.
Eldritch Secrets.
And you want to know?
Look, I've seen most things.
That's why he doesn't have eyes anymore.
The monocle helps.
Look, I didn't realize I'd piss off Shiny Connor by calling him what he is. You know, I just thought he'd be a little bit more
That's not
like.
what, for the record, that's not what pissed him off.
He look, Shiny Connor views himself as a businessman. He doesn't see himself as a criminal. So when so this is what was going on in his brain. Well, he doesn't have one of those. He said something that he thought was true. Like, he, in his heart of hearts, doesn't think he's a criminal. Then you told him he was lying when he thought he was telling the truth. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. I see what you're saying now. I see that's the thing that he's not on the same page. Okay, I got you. He is a criminal though. He is like straight up a criminal. Though. Like, we all know this. Literally, like, we came into town, we asked like 5 people who are the criminals here, and they're like, here's the names. Like, it's so easy to get this information. Like, the only reason no one touches him is because he hasn't done anything. But we know it. Right? Like, I'm not wrong on that, at the very least.
I'm refraining from answering as Stonks because I haven't figured out where Stonks lands on this yet.
Interesting. All of this banter goes on as you slowly make your way out of the red mine. Is there anything else you guys would like to touch on before heading northeasterly?
I also think
go get bounties, right, for Sia and Jean.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. You find your way into the sheriff's department. And again, the really slow-moving turtle looks up and goes, "Hey, welcome back. Go on in." He opens up the door, and the party goes inside. And you can see Sheriff Kyron currently hunched over a desk, and it looks like he's comparing two ledgers of some kind and taking notes on a third piece of paper. And he looks up and goes, "Hey, good to see you guys
Howdy.
again."
Does he
Yeah,
seem
things been-
equally caffeinated and sleep deprived?
He looks like he's got some pep in his step. He a little more alert, a little more. He's almost got a smile face. He's almost got smiling eyes right now. Definitely an improvement from when you last saw him. He kind of closes up his stuff, puts it in a drawer, locks the drawer, and kind of leans forward and goes, "How can I help you?"
Well, we're headed out of town, and was wanting to get a look at the bounty docket, see if there's maybe something that way that we can,
Absolutely.
stop and grab on the way back. You know.
Of course. Where you headed?
To the city that I definitely remember the name of.
I don't think I've said the name yet. Let me pull it up.
The
Kentucky.
Rusts. Detroit.
I literally could only think of the Roughs, and I was like, "That's not."
It was
that's
like the
not it.
Pale
That's not it.
Dunes or
Correct.
whatever.
That's
That is a
different
whole
thing.
other part of the map.
Yeah, I know.
That's where my dad is.
Oh yeah, we're going to meet Obadiah.
We're going past the rust. Possibly.
Over the river and through the rust to Obadiah's house we go.
Issaray.
You want to spell that?
Isceray. Issaray.
Disarray.
Just disarray without a D.
Exactly.
Oh
That's
my
not how
God.
I was typing it.
Kinda. He kind of pauses and goes, "That's a dangerous part of the world to be in."
Sure. I mean, what part isn't?
It's the closest habited city, well, town really, to the Cidian Wastes. The Cidian Wastes would give everyone pause. The Rusts is this massive swath of land that divides habitable territory, the lands of Windfall, and the Cidian Wastes. The Cidian Wastes are known as this charred obsidian wasteland that is full of these crags and holes in the earth and mountains, bare, not many plants out there. There's a volcano off to the northwesterly most area, that is inhabited by a dwarven clan, and close to that gives access to the Deadweight's Way. What's known about the city and wastes is the irregular swarms of insects, massive insects that will come out of these crags and make mad dashes in herds for other crags. Incredibly dangerous. That's where the rusts are thinnest. Just make sure you're being careful out there. As far as bounties go, there's a supposed cult out there by the rusts. Not sure what's up with them, but they've been causing trouble.
Kind of trouble.
Raids mostly on Issaray, picking off people who try to. Some people are foolish enough to travel in there and try to get large deposits of the blood glass. There's someone out there who's paying people to bring him back large chunks of blood glass. I don't know what kind of idiots are taking him up on it, but apparently that's all come to a stop because of this cult. Don't know the name, don't know what they're capable of, but that's their neck of the woods out in the rusts.
But what were they reported for?
Murder, mostly. They brand their corpses.
Alright, seems standard enough.
Whoever their leader is, there's a bounty of 5,000 gold.
Alright.
That's fair.
That sounds pretty splittable, Acia.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
definitely think so.
And I guess the rest of you that are around.
I could do this work pro bono, honestly. Stonks
Yeah,
usually pays for most of my stuff.
All right, well, he kind of...
Jake, you're muted.
It's an episode. One day I won't do that.
Well, what were you saying, Jake?
We just said he didn't need money.
Oh, okay. He kind of pauses and looks over at Stonks and goes, "So you're leaving? I know you were trying to help us out financially, and just wanted to see if that was still on the table."
It is. I need to sell some stuff.
All right. Well, we eagerly await that relief. You've
Out of
got all the
character to
hopes up
God,
of the
how
men.
did we handle? How are we gonna handle this? We came to a decision before.
You were gonna head back to either where we started over in New Rayan, or to the capital so you could get liquid. Sell off some of your stuff. And
that is out of the way from everyone else. Right, from what we're wanting to do.
from the current direction you're going in, correct?
Cool. Do the fantasy VAs exist?
Define.
Fantasy virtual assistants?
You could get in contact with people who run things in your office in Windfall, the capital.
Could do ascending.
Yeah.
I know you wanted to put a limitation on what you were technically capable of and not capable of as far as funding goes, so I leave that up to you.
Yeah, I do like that it's gonna take I have to put effort in to do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast sending to the home office. Yes. And basically say give them instructions to liquefy 2,000 GP in assets. As close to that as they can. Send 2,000 to this police department, to Sheriff Karen Kyle. And any leftovers invest into Rammus's works.
Okay.
Because if there's any extra, it'll need to find a place to get put into, and I like
Okay.
what Ramus is doing.
All right. Are you getting a response, or is that a one-way ticket?
They can respond.
All right. Something of that nature, Mr. Sunk, sir. Would probably have to get rid of the dragon skeleton. Or the really big globe. I know you love that really big globe.
So spherical.
What do you need to sell, Stonks?
The globe.
Not the globe. You love that globe. It's so round.
It's so hard to do with today's technology.
Was that like an engineering marvel back in the day, or did you just like make that? Like, how'd you get the big globe?
Well, you see, there's a theory that in the before times, aliens.
When you were alive.
Yeah, when I was like human,
Mm.
people think that aliens came down and gave ancient civilizations technology past what they had. And that's how they made that cool globe.
Wait, that's
But-
not what happened? I'm joking.
But if I've learned anything in my thousands of years, it's that thought is going to become problematic at some point. So I'm going to sell the globe.
There's also the little bit left in the message saying, also, you have a box from Lord Ramus that we're not able to open.
Son of a bitch.
Supposedly, only you can open it, I guess.
You're making me want teleportation circle now, Feff. I'm going to install one at my house.
That's your office, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
The
difference.
road is Stonks. His bones are his home. Fuck. Okay.
We got plenty of time.
We do have plenty of time.
There's no rush. I'm just putting stuff out there for people to pursue.
So this isn't like in Kjol where like every city had a teleportation circle, is it right? It's all done through the railway and walking.
There's no like publicly easily accessed, controlled by the government teleportation circle. No, there are wizards who have their own, you know. But no.
Would I know of one in?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to be like, I'm about to go pay someone to teleport my ass.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Fucking, I'm gonna not have any spell slots because I can only do this one more time. Okay, cool. So I have that. I have to go do that.
This is the equivalent of me whispering in one of the players' ears.
Yeah. What is?
Nothing.
Oh.
It's not for you. It's not your ear.
I haven't met Ramus before, right?
No. He's relatively new to the political scene.
Okay, so I wouldn't be familiar with him.
Well,
No, you're good.
what do you think, Stonks?
Well, I got mail from Ramus.
Oh, good for you. Moving up in the world.
I want to open it, but none of my menials can. So that sucks.
Have they tried using knock?
I don't think so, but
They probably can't cast it because they're stupid. I understand.
no. Okay. Well, I mean,
The average person's a
Let's-
commoner. That's what makes them common.
but what else? I have to sell the globe. I'm gonna get the copper's money. That's all I got.
All right, we'll get the copper's money and let's go meet Obadiah. And then on our way from Obadiah's place, we can go to the main town, the whatever the hell we're going, meet Ramus. And then maybe we can make our way back here and we'll have all our money and have all the assets liquefied and whatnot.
No, my people will handle getting him the money. I like look at Karen Kyle and go, it'll be here in a little bit. When 2,000 gold show up, that's from me.
And break up a cult. We gotta do that at some point.
We'll break up the cult on our way back, probably. I
Yeah.
think that's probably the best option.
There, yeah.
All righty. I think that sounds like a good day. Let's ride.
All right. The posse mounts up after Stonk sends the message confirming the globe to be sold and not the skeleton of the dragon.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for bones.
No, Stonks, you turn into a bag of bones so you can rest up and get some of your spell slots back with arcane recovery.
Before I do that, I am gonna sit on the back of your horse, like hugging you and casting spells the whole time. I'm gonna take 10 minutes before I go into the backpack to cast contingency and put contingency and contingent cast polymorph on myself with the trigger being hitting like 5 HP to then polymorph into form of giant crab. Giant huge crab. Huge giant crab? Huge giant crab.
I love that. And what's the contingency of?
Stonks hits 5 HP.
5 HP. And what happens if that is bypassed and goes straight to 0?
If I go all the way down to 0, it happens. I am conscious as crab, but once I lose crab form, I will be back at 0 HP.
Okay, I like
unconscious.
That's pretty cool. Okay. The party sets off. Quickly, you find yourselves, maybe some of you a bit relieved to be out of such a tightly packed city that is a little unorganized. And you find yourselves on the open road. Everyone roll a D100 for me. Massive Mississippi River-esque river to your south and east. Big ass river, and you can see a little bit past it to the massive plateaus on the other side. And to your north and west, you see the rusts.
I forget, is high good or bad here?
Low is good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We almost had that in ascending order.
Damn it, Jake.
It's
So
too
close.
quick. Too quick.
We're gonna go to break, and we'll pick up there. Chat will be right back. I'll be switching up the music too, so bear with me. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, actually. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't ready.
So, the party moves throughout the day. Gene,
God damn it, it's looping again.
would you like me to switch it up?
It just would have been really good to come back from break right when the song ended and then move on to the next one, but no, now we're in it.
You can't.
You
No,
can't
run it
do
back.
that to
You
us.
can't do that. Run it back. Run it back.
Gene.
I will
Fine.
fucking find that song right now.
Yeah.
You're riding along, and you pick up on something. The sickly sweet stench of corpses.
Am I like front in line?
Sure.
Do I have a general sense of what direction it's from?
It's coming. You're downwind of it, which is
Yeah, I
following
was
the
gonna say,
river.
which
so
way is the
it's-
wind blowing?
Yeah, it's before you. And kind of picking up on this, you imagine within the next minute or so something fetid will come into view.
Got a good corpse smell in front of us. If you need any prep for your kit, maybe now's the time to do it.
How fast are you in your initiative?
Look, it depends. I got a thing with my knee. Sometimes it acts up, sometimes it doesn't.
All right. How about? I'm just gonna put my arm on your shoulder. I'm gonna. You got this, right? Just move past this. I'm gonna use bardic inspiration on you for your initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, for like today, this time I've been pretty good. Yeah, maybe it'll work out. I'm gonna roll a nat 20 this time and just have like a 35. I know the math doesn't check out there. I did it on purpose.
You wheeled around the corner. You kind of following the bend of the river, and
We're ain't nothing out here.
you see the blood trail first of this very injured individual having crawled away from a bloodbath of a scene. He's desperately drinking water out of the river, and he's left a trail of blood across the King's Road, if you will. And looking back across, you see this mound of corpses, some of which a couple of lowly undead have appeared, have manifested. And you see a couple of very weak zombies kind of stumbling and trapped within the corpse mound, kind of pulling themselves out, reaching for the wounded man. And the wounded man looks up at the party and goes, "Please help." Does not look like he has the use of his
Change the song. It's way too happy. Change the song. It just ended.
Change the song. Thank you.
What kind of state was this guy in again?
He is
Not a happy one. Didn't you hear the music?
He is badly wounded, probably on the verge of death. He doesn't look like his lower body functions. You can smell the feces. You can see the drag of his legs. Some of his guts are kind of hanging out. And he's horribly burned. The zombies trying to pull themselves out of this mound of corpses. One of them succeeds, only being the top half, and quickly starts scrambling across along the blood trail, kind of wiping its face in the blood trail as it approaches. Please, please, please! It looks like he might have been preparing to throw himself into the river.
I don't really have a whole lot of.
How hurt does he look?
On death's door.
He's bad.
Fucking pull
He's
the
bad
dead.
off.
Fucking bonk.
Okay.
Wha-
What does he have to make?
Wisdom saving throw
7.
of 17.
Oh, sorry.
Me too.
7.
Oh. Okay. Fucking, where are my D12? 10, 16. Necrotic.
Lifelessly crumples to the floor.
There weren't no need for that.
The zombie gets to it and starts feasting on the body.
It's what he asked for. Like, literally.
He said help, not kill us.
That's what that means.
No, that's not at all what that means.
I ain't
Some
so
of us
sure
is
you're
magic.
all brushed up on the language, mate.
Yeah.
So you're getting words all confused.
The Taco Bell sound. Bong.
Live mass. Oh wait.
just moss.
Well, frankly, do we just leave this here? Do we get rid of it? I don't really know what to do. How big's the corpse mound?
Corpse mound is about 50 strong.
50 strong?
And you can hear the crackle and decay and snap of something from within.
Looking at the corpse, do they all look like they could become zombies? All of them?
Make a perception check or a Arcana or religion check, respectively.
Can I do
Hey,
an
Dodge,
investigation?
you still got that stick of dynamite?
I honestly was
Start blasting.
just thinking that. Pulls it out.
Like this could be a
I
problem
mean-
later.
This could solve the problem.
I'm just gonna make sure if any of those bookers are alive that we ensure that we get them all. So, ready to throw that when I cast a spell? Chuck it in there.
All right.
It's 50 strong. They can all fit within. That fits within like a 40-foot cube, right?
Yeah. So
right.
this is you're looking into the rusts, by the way. The sand at the feet of it all is a deep blood red. And every now and then you see lightning snake along the floor in bursts.
All right. I play a jaunty tune on my violin that slowly sounds into a saxophonic ring, and I cast slow.
I think the word you mean is saxophone orgasm.
A saxophonic orgasm. Just like that.
That is precisely.
I'm gonna have to
what
pull
that
that. I'm gonna have to use that one next time.
I was
that
in
for me.
band for a long time. You're 100% accurate there.
They need
Oh
to-
Lord, I'm about to.
I'm about to. I need a wisdom save from all the things in there, all the living creatures.
What do they have to make?
DC 17.
Okay, so some of them might succeed. About 3 succeed, the rest fail.
All right, they all have a -2 to AC and dex saves. It's slow, baby.
Okay.
All right, chuck the dynamite.
Dodger,
Yes.
you step a little closer to get within a confident range. And the snap and crackle and hiss is coming from within the mound. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just, now that you're closer,
Hopefully-
you're getting a little more context as to what it might be going on here.
Sounds like something's inside.
You
We
also
sure we want to
see-
do this?
And now that you're
Blow it
closer, you also see brand marks
Brand marks on the corpses or the...
and the zombies.
From the cold.
Probably take a look at those.
Can we see them from horseback, the brand marks?
If you get close enough, yeah.
These ones here are branded.
Might be
Where-
Is
that
that what
cold.
we're looking for?
I don't know. I'll kind of attempt to move my horse up next to
Okay.
Dodger and kind of eyeball it, and I'll pull the like bounty sheet out, and I'll just like look and eyeball it, see if it's the same.
The brand marks match.
Yeah.
They
Now
didn't-
it's- I mean,
They didn't just
I see
die.
why it's 5,000 gold now.
They didn't just die. They died under a cultic, a awful ceremony of some kind, and have been left to rot. And because of said cultic ceremony, now some of them are coming back as zombies. Son of a bitch! I left my fan on over my bed.
If I send a familiar inside the mound, could I see what's snapping and crackling on the within?
Sure, you can try.
Yeah. I'm gonna summon my owl and go like, go in there.
What?
Hold your breath.
It looks at you with big howl eyes.
I'll bring you back. Come on, go in there.
It gets a little closer and it kind of flutters up a bit and then kind of lands and starts trying to weasel its way into this corpse mound.
Stonks is gonna take care of that zombie that was right next to us trying to eat the dude. I'm gonna
Sure.
bonk bonk, but bink bink, that dude.
Just beat it to death.
No, I'm gonna like firebolt it.
Okay.
A couple
Cantrip
times, but
style.
just-
I mean, you just keep doing it until it works. There's a sudden flash of red through your vision, Yester. And then of a giant deposit of blood glass in the center of this mound that quickly fries the bird.
Ah. Looks like there's a bunch of blood glass in there, actually. What the fuck is blood glass?
Blood glass is what makes up of the red sands of the rusts. There's been
Why
a
did-
lot of theories as to how it has come to be, but no one actually knows.
Does anyone know what it does? Does it just kind of do this?
Dodger,
It drinks blood.
you know that Obadiah has always been very fascinated with blood glass, and the reason he's stationed where he is because of the easy access, quote unquote, to blood glass. Vloxen, go ahead and post the pictures in the Discord for me. The first 3. Chat, if you would like to see some visual aids, head over to the Discord. It'll be in the Windfall channel.
Is this the Nomadic Merchant song?
No. Guys, when I should be sleeping, I make these AI art, this art on the AI apps just over and over and over and over and over and over and over until I get something I like.
So this is blood glass.
If it's Vloxen, if it's that first group I sent would be applicable. Yeah, this is blood glass. All the sand, even as you step off the road onto the sand, it crackles and crunches under your feet. And actually will eventually wear through the soles of your boots.
Yeah, this stuff sucks.
It does.
Ah, fuck it. Blow it up.
Yeah, once the dynamite is in the air, we should turn around,
And leave.
hightail it a ways.
You might want to duck and cover now.
Yeah, I mean, might as
It's
well.
got a short
Probably.
fuse.
I know a teleportation spell. I can plant it and then dip in immediately.
Hands it over.
Alrighty.
All right.
You got
Be
something
careful.
to light it with?
I should have Presty. Yeah, I got Presty. Alright. I'm going to get real I'm gonna take the ready action.
Okay.
For once it's lit. How much of the fuse is left?
You guys have a lot of fuse that you can uncoil or save for later, for future detonations. You don't have any more dynamite, but handy to have some fuse on hand if you need it.
I'm gonna leave 7 seconds of fuse left roughly on the dynamite.
Okay. That's clever. That's clever. That's really clever.
I'm gonna light it, place it as my action on one of the corpses, not the ground.
Okay.
It's like, and then as soon as that last second and the round rolls over, I'm going to use my 4th level spell slot to cast Dimension Door and back to the party.
Okay. You get out of there. You return to the party. And the 7 seconds pass in full, and a massive explosion goes off, much larger than just the dynamite accounts for. I need everyone to make a dex save.
Ooh,
As
26.
How long have we been traveling?
About most of the day. It's early evening.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20. There it is.
Nice.
I also got a 20. I got a 26.
19.
19.
15.
15. Seven. Okay. So the issue is that the explosion happens, and that's fine. It's all of the large chunks of blood glass that go flying that are now aggravated and shooting lightning off in various directions. Dodger and Sia, lightning arcs through your being. First,
I'm resistant to that.
nice. First and foremost, that's cocked. Dodger, you take 6, 25 lightning damage. And it's continuing to go off, so you're still in danger, as these chunks are all along the road now. Sia, lightning hits you, and Stonks, with the crazy high passive perception of, I believe, 20. You watch as all of her nervous system begins glowing. You don't take any damage, Sia. Instead, you feel a strange warping. There's something is activated. Something wakens, and you feel a sleeping mind shift. And you now have your levels in Cleric. And you are immune to lightning. Everybody gets a turn before they have to roll another dex save.
Because there's still lightning shooting everywhere?
Chunks of this red glass is blown across. You can also see lightning coursing through the nearby river, and fish begin floating. And you are all very much in danger.
You got a lot of force stonks.
Now.
Shit.
No time for
Years
talking,
old.
time for doing.
Is there nothing around that gives cover?
We're in the desert, brother.
You said we walked around a corner.
Yeah,
So,
there
where's
is
that
there
corner
is
at?
the large corner is that of a chunk of rock protruding, this kind of overly large boulder kind of jutting out of the ground. You can make a bolt for that.
Yeah, bolt for that.
All right, you turn
Dash
your horse
action on
quickly and
horseback.
and you gallop out of the fray.
I guess I'll roll to see if I stayed on my horse.
Okay, I like that.
What would save for that be? Like, is that a...
Let's call it a
Usually a deck save.
Like a dex save or an athletics check? Or...
yeah. Let's I'll allow for athletics. I feel like athletics is more applicable than acrobatics here.
That's a 9, so...
Okay. Yeah, you take the damage, the horse bolts, and you fall off your horse. You land on your back.
How far away is the boulder?
The boulder is roughly 50 feet away from you. Stonks and Yester, are you guys Sia, or what are you guys doing?
I'll make my way towards the freaking thing.
Boulder?
The corner.
Okay,
Yeah.
you grab a hold of your reins and you Stonks, you see Sia in this strange transformation she is undergoing.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Dodger hit the dirt. You see Jean and Hoth and Yester both.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to help Mr. Dodger, but seeing as one of us is now immune to lightning damage, I leave that to you, Sia. I'm a mosey on over to the rock.
Okay, you charge forward, which brings us to Sia.
Sia is very confused.
Sure.
Because that lightning should have hurt, but it didn't hurt. Hurt a bit, not. She's gonna turn, kind of shaking off the weird feeling, and ride over to where Dodger's at.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like right next to Dodger and cast Warding Wind, if that will deflect anything coming at us.
I don't think that's going to deflect lightning, but you cast it, and the wind flares up around. Dodger, I need you to make another dex save at disadvantage.
How much damage did he take the first time?
6d6.
10.
10. It's a lot of 4s.
But like it'll like block any debris other than lightning, right?
Sure.
Do I get an action, or was it...
This is at the beginning of
that-
your turn. So yes.
Oh. Wait.
You Oh, I'm sorry. You fell prone and have...
I don't think he ever did his.
You're
I,
right.
never,
My
I just
apologies.
rolled to see if I stayed on the horse.
My
but
apologies,
do I
man.
get-
My apologies. That's on me.
Okay.
You're prone and you have your action, and you have your 6 seconds of shenanigans. You have your turn.
Is it all coming like at it just a straight
No,
at us
it's-
from the one
it's
place, or is it like arcing from everywhere around?
Kind of arcing
because of
from everywhere, and it's starting to settle down because because it was agitated, and now they're becoming more docile.
Okay.
But all of these football-sized chunks of red glass are strewn about all around you. Taff says, "Please stop dying, Jake."
I'm going to take the dodge action.
Oh, and you get inspiration, I assume. If she got
Is that?
Taff, I assume by your chat that is for Jake. So I'm gonna assume. I think it's safe to assume that he redeemed
Thank
inspo.
you.
They redeemed inspo and then immediately said, "Please stop dying, Jake." So, yes. Okay. Cool.
So dodge action gives me advantage on Dex checks.
X saves.
Dex saves, yes. Thank you. So I'll just be making it at normal.
Okay.
Probably disadvantage.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you have your turn, and then if you're not out of there by the end of the turn, you'll have to roll again. How this lightning works is it's 66 round 1, 5d6 round 2, and descending from there.
He's took a good chunk, so the action will be the dodge action, and then how much movement is it to get up?
Half your movement.
Half movement to get up. So I'll stand up and kind of get into like as best of a readied stance as I can, and then I'll use my bonus action for second wind.
Okay, nice.
That's not a D10, that's a D8. Oh heck, 13 health back. Max.
Okay. All right.
He might like look at Seal like, what are you doing? Run!
I'm not keeping things from hitting you right now.
All right,
You okay?
I've been better. So we're rolling.
All right. Yeah. Roll a DC. Make a dex save. Dex save is.
I'm gonna use that
13.
inspiration. 13. Nope.
Dex save was 13.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh heck. All right.
All right. Meets a beats. You manage to quickly look about and kind of weave what you think you desperately try to predict as this yellowish with this kind of red aftershock of lightning courses are like right over your shoulder back onto the ground. And the two of you, I imagine, what do you do?
All right, I'm up. Let's get out of here. And I'm gonna make a dash for the rock.
All right. See, are you following?
Yeah, but I'm gonna like stay a little bit behind him so the warding wind will keep it out of us, but it won't give him
Okay.
the difficult terrain.
You feel more lightning course up your spine as you do, as you kind of body block for Dodger. And the party comes together at the other end of the boulder and wait a good minute or so for the lightning to settle. You can see all these scarred arches all along the paved road. No railroad tracks
Well.
out here, by the way.
Well, I guess we know what blood glass does. It blows up.
Well, we never do that again. All right.
Yeah, let's not blow up blood glass. I agree. You should put this in some of your bullets.
I mean, if you could stabilize the fire, why not?
It would take some experimentation, but I think I could do it. Certainly packs the punch.
All right. Well, that was definitely a thing. Are there any corpses left?
Not zombies, but yeah, there's bits and pieces all over the place.
I'm gonna investigate some of the bits and pieces, see if I can find any, like, just like a patch with the marking on it.
Okay, so these are victims of the cult, not the cult themselves.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look for the marking though, just so that like I can
Okay,
have, like,
you find a cheek You find just a fatty
Butt or
bit
face?
of face, just kind of a fatty bit of cheek, soft skin on one side, and all the meat and gore on the other. And you can see the brand, 7/8 of the brand, on that chunk of skin.
All right, I'm just gonna draw that in my notebook,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast. This is technically an object. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, and I'm gonna clean it,
Okay.
disinfect it.
Okay. You now have a somewhat preserved chunk of flesh. You have a cheek.
I'm just gonna wrap that in cloth and put that in my bag, and be like, all right, clean. All right. Well, that was exciting.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Can I know what I'm gonna go over to the blood glass? If I touch it, what happens? If I like poke it, like as I get close, does it look like it's gonna react?
Have you waited long enough so it's no longer arcing like lightning and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You touch it and it burns. It is lightning damage.
Hey, Sia, you're like lightning and stuff. Can you touch this thing?
I mean, I can sure try. Just gonna walk over and touch it.
You touch it. The sensation of that tingling sensation is there, but it does not cause you damage. It doesn't hurt. It's like if you were on fire, but without any of the burning pain. Just kind of a strange, crackling, windy sensation.
Feels strange, but I can touch it.
Let's collect some. This stuff seems valuable.
It will likely burn away at whatever you put it in, unless you have something clever in the pocket.
What did Dodger use to bank the bullets with the lightning?
Those are arcane ammunition. They are, when they are fired, or they are not in themselves giving off lightning, like in this case.
Okay.
I got some vials, some glass vials. We could try that.
Might burn through, but you at least test it.
Sia, after Dodger hands you some vials, you put it in there and you watch the little bit you put in there slowly, just by bouncing down into the glass vial, lightning, like little bits of electricity or until they get to the bottom, and you watch the glass slowly yellowing and melting.
All right. Cast mending on it.
All right.
Oh, dang it. How's that look? I'm not magical. I'll pour some water into something else and put it in the water to cool the glass.
Okay. So unless you want to cast mending indefinitely, this blood glass will eventually become a problem in this particular scenario.
Jeez. Wait, I'm gonna look at the sand that the blood glass is on. What's happening with that?
That is made of blood glass. It's just very fine and ground down.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to scoop some of it up.
Okay. I assume the mage hand would take damage and eventually fizzle.
Can I see one of those glass vials real quick?
So, hands on over.
I'm just gonna pour the finely ground sand into a glass vial and see what happens.
Similar result, just takes longer.
Okay. Don't think we really have anything that can help us in this situation. At least I don't.
Sia. A massive red storm out in the rusts gets your attention. Lightning coursing through it.
That seems like a sandstorm, and I don't like that.
Everyone else looks. They don't see a sandstorm.
What sandstorm?
Over yonder. That big red cloud with lightning in it. Looks like the blood sand we're just messing with.
Huh?
I'm sure the lightning didn't fry your brains or something. I don't see nothing.
I'm
There's
pretty
clear
sure it
skies
fried
up
my
there.
brain.
Or a piece of skull or something? Your head alright?
I'm pretty certain I'm all right, but there's clearly something in the sky over there, so
Well, either all of us have got a concussion, or one of us has got a concussion, or one of us did drugs. I can't tell.
After a minute, the hallucination fades.
I mean, I don't know.
Make a perception check, though, while you kind of are eyeballing this.
It's an 18.
How long do you spend studying this storm? Once the dissonance of what you're seeing versus everyone else's becomes clear.
Just like glancing over at it a couple times over like a couple minutes.
Okay. The lightning almost seems to outline a colossal prone figure. And by that I mean you see a hand. It's easily the largest thing you've ever seen aside from the ocean or the sky.
You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna look at it with my spyglass thing.
Okay, you look at it through the
I'm
spyglass.
curious.
Everything looking through the spyglass is mirrored, but you don't see anything different. And as you're focusing on it, that's when you kind of look down, and once you come to that conclusion, and when you looked away from the looking glass, that's when the kind of hallucination seems to fade. And you see nothing but open sands. Every now and then, large, all across the rusts, you see some buttes, I think the term is, various chunks of outcropping rock, and some massive chunks of blood glass kind of sticking out of the earth, giving off lightning every now and then, but no storm.
I were to cast animate objects of chunks of blood glass, will they do more damage?
More damage?
Because they're like made of lightning. And
I would say
and
you
they
would
do
be
innate
in
damage.
control of activating them.
All right, that's more than I was thinking I would get, but that's I was wondering.
Well, it's a friction based. If they're disrupted from their inert space, they.
Yeah, and
So if you have
cast
control
animate
of
objects, they can fly around and fight. And if I command them to hit somebody, what's gonna happen?
that, you can command them to take up the space of an area.
Animate objects allows me to command them to attack.
Okay.
It allows them to make attack actions. And if they hit something, what's gonna happen?
I will cook something up.
Okay.
I will cook something up.
You can also just say nothing happens, but I do want to know.
I think what it is it would look like it getting and attacking by activating its lightning mechanic.
Okay, that works. Just wondering, because I was like, this could be a thing, because then it might be
It's a
funny
dangerous
if I could
thing to
send
keep
them
on
out.
you.
I could just,
Dodger, you're the water that you're putting this thing in is slowly coming to a boil. Muted, brother.
It's the Oreos that's my downfall because I mute to get Oreos out of this crinkly
Oh, did you try
bag.
the Neapolitan ones? Are they good?
I haven't tried them yet.
You gotta
I will
try
try
them.
them. I'll try them before we get
They
off
are
stream.
good.
He's got a little bit stash.
Wait,
bag.
how much? Wait, show that bag one more time. There are not that many left in that bag. Right. Must be good. So he holds up the water. This is nice, sustainable. Here, he hands it back to Sia because she's the only one who can grab it without possibly activating it.
Fix it.
Did you maybe want to toss it? I mean,
Well, if I toss it, it might aggravate and make another.
figuratively toss it. Just set it down somewhere and we'll leave.
Oh yeah.
Probably the wisest course of action.
Maybe
Yes,
at
sir, I
some
would
point we'll
recommend-
understand it.
Sorry. Say again.
Right, that was it.
No, I'm
Maybe someday we'll understand it enough, but today is not that day. We've had enough lightning for one day.
By now, Obadiah might have come up with something, but who's to say?
All right. Is the party continuing onward? Anything else we want to do while we're here?
Nah.
Okay. Stonks, you've been quiet. Okay.
No,
I got
where's
nothing.
my bloody horse?
Your horse is over by the river and just like
Hey, beast, get over here. He talks like he's aggravated, but he's just glad he's okay and gives them pats.
horse calms down a little.
Checks him out for any injuries or anything, and
He's got a few frayed hairs, but he's all right. Okay, the party continues onward to Issaray. I'm gonna switch the music up. That's the wrong music. All right. You know what?
Travel montage.
Evening comes. You can push through the night and get to Issaray, or you can rest before you get to the city.
Yeah, no need to rush.
This is Yester playing this on his guitar, which he also has.
Just has a whole litany of instruments.
Got a guitar, a lute, and a violin.
it's still the violin. It just sounds like whatever instrument
But
you
know
want
what?
to do
You're
because
so
it's
right. This is just still the gold violin. He just has a chord in it now. Just plugged in. It's like a talk box, but it's in his mouth, and he goes like.
All right. Thank you, Floxen. Party hunkers down for a rest. Let's who would like to roll nature check to find a ideal camping spot?
Not me.
I got a +4 to nature.
I have a -1.
same. -1.
I'm vibing too hard.
So Yester.
Looks like it's me. Does
Okay.
anyone have a guidance?
Wait, are we about to go to sleep?
Yep.
I whatever offbeat rolls. It's a 17.
Okay.
Right, that's a 21 then.
Yeah.
You guys are walking around, and yes, you're kind of thinking about where you might hunker down for the night, and you double take as you spot a little trapdoor loosely concealed in the sand.
I'm gonna
It
just,
is
like,
proper nighttime now as the stars come out in the strangely shaped moon.
I'm gonna knock on the trap door. I'm just gonna lift it up.
Hey!
Hello?
Howdy! Please don't kill
Who
me.
are you?
You look down, and there's an older gentleman and a young child with him. He's got like an old shotgun. It looks a little rusty, and he's aiming it up there and goes, "You bandits!"
Oh, no, we're just looking for a place to rest for the night.
All right. I reckon we can share a fire.
All right, hey, I found a place. We got some roommates.
How big
What?
is it down there?
Daddy, why is he in heels?
Because I look fabulous, kiddo.
Okay. Don't judge.
All
son.
right. I'm just gonna climb down. I'm gonna make pointed note to click my heels as I land.
Wow. Can I wear heels?
Yes, you can.
If you,
Yes,
if
you
you
can.
if you really feel the itch to yeah.
I'm made of metal.
Just as long as you know that I love you, son. Okay, Dad. The old man's looking at you like.
I'm a bad influence. Congratulations, I stole your genders. It's mine now.
Oh God.
This is what Republicans fear happens whenever a non-binary person walks.
Whenever
in.
they're chilling in
Oh
a
my
trapdoor
God!
trying to avoid bandits in the night.
We're all gay now.
It was so
Yes.
sudden.
What? A gay man arrived. Now we're all gay. And I'm like, yes, I made you all gay.
It's like that meme. Don't look, son. I don't want them to influence you. No, son! In heels. All right, so the party hunkers down. Not much of note really goes on through this night. The kid is kind of like really interested in hearing y'all's stories if you're able to share any. And at one point, Stonks he asks to pet the bird. Old man is wary, but as the night continues onward, he kind of seems to come to the conclusion that if you were going to rob him, you would have by now. That said, he does not go to sleep unless his kid's up to keep watch. But the night passes without event.
I play a jaunty tune.
Okay.
But
This
we're all
one
waiting,
in particular,
kind
for
of,
like hours. I just keep going.
but we're kind of winding down. Hey, Stonks, you got any more of them mints?
Huh? Yeah. I'm throwing my pinky fingertip. I like flick my finger at you, and as I flick it, the tip of it like just disconnects, launches at you.
And that makes a lot more sense as why what happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Visible disappointment that it's not actually a mint. But it just drops in his bag.
Morning comes. Party sets out for Isurai.
Newport.
Taco.
Newportant. What's up?
These Oreos are amazing.
Consume, eat, brother.
5
You
and
must
15.
eat the Oreo, venerable battle brother.
Maybe
5 and
all
14.
these.
5 and 15.
5 and 15.
Un momento. I need to find my where are my d20s? Pulling it off.
They're over there.
6. All right. And I want a different die. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're doing this song again. Let's go. Let's go.
The
Ooh,
song
6 and a
is
4.
forever unending.
All right. Welcome to Isurai. Not a very large town, but heavily fortified. High walls made of strong stone. And almost archaically, a moat. As you guys approach, as the morning comes around, you see the drawbridge lowered, and a couple of soldiers on the parapets, kind of watching you. Long snipers, kind of pointed upwards. You guys make your way into Isurai. Yes, sir. As you guys crossed over the threshold of the mortar. You
There's an
suddenly
extra long mustache hair.
No,
I
you're
didn't
good.
even
I
trim.
just we'll talk about that later. I got more stuff to do. Dodger, you know that I'll get to you in just a second, Yester. Dodger, you know that on the far side of the town and kind of outside the town limits, where the other gate is essentially. You gotta go a little farther, and then you get to the estates of Obadiah. He prefers the reclusivity. Doesn't like to be actually in town. So that said, there's not much to do here unless you guys want to stop and do some shopping or something of the like. But Yester, you're noticing the kind of tenseness of the town of Isurai, mainly because of the cult's actions are heavily taking a toll on this town and this area, and there's not a lot of cheer or hope. Everyone's kind of white knuckling it, if you know what I mean. But suddenly,
I liked that guy.
you were
cool.
clean. All the days of road dust are off of you.
This This fucking thing again! Get out of here!
And you look over, and this kind of greasy-looking elf has just prestidigitated you and cleaned you off. And he looks like he's about to. He looks like he's about to say something when Stonks explodes on him, and he goes,
If you want to be a turtle, keep doing this.
"Have we met, sir?"
I've been through this scam before. Keep going. Pockets, everyone.
You stay right there. I'm gonna check my pockets.
Stonks, roll intimidation
I'm not
with
good at that.
advantage because Yester said you stay right there.
12.
12. He a skeleton just started yelling at him, and he kind of goes, "I'm sorry. I was just trying to make an easy buck. I'll leave you alone. No harm, no foul, right?
You stay right here. We don't know if
I'm
there's
not
no
moving.
foul.
It's all right."
All right.
He kind of looks around, and you can see some of the guards are like kind of looking over the wall.
How do our pockets look?
Everything's still there.
All right. You can go. But if you do this shit on us again, I'm gonna make a... Check this out. I'm gonna make
He
Stomp
leaves.
dirty.
Quickly. Quickly leaves.
I'm gonna make myself dirty again as a point.
Okay. Party moving through the town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Donks
for a
is
little
like
more-
fuming for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Malding. Seething. I'm gonna look for more information on the cult as we go through the town and see if like there's any like recruiters or any sort of thing that's going on in here or like
Roll investigation.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll help him out.
Okay.
5 + 6, 11.
Okay. Just by walking through the town, you don't really pick up on anything.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of information. They've never been able to like have a full-blown assault on the town of Issaray or anything like that. It seems that most of their activity is once somebody goes into the rusts. I'm loving that jacket on you, by the way, Taco. I'm staring at it all night.
Jenna's dad got me this pin.
Nice.
Old Mando helmet.
Yeah.
All right. Continuing on through the city, correct?
Yeah.
All right. As you begin leaving the other side of the town, one of the guards goes, "Careful out there. It's a dangerous spot. It's about as close as you can get to the city and wastes."
I just look at him and tip the hat.
Kind of nods.
You know if old Obadiah's still out there?
Yeah, you still out there. Crazy ass motherfucker.
He is.
He keeps getting deliveries. Have to come through town, and he sends someone to come in and pick him up.
Sounds about right.
All right. Be
He's
safe.
always tinkering.
And if you see any orcs, don't piss them off. On the other side of Wowen High, there is a tribe of orcs that used to be the enemies of the Pride, but the Pride happened to be on the better side of the lake. The city and wastes themselves, separating the two sides of the lake itself being very dangerous. And the Pride eventually migrated south and flourished, whereas the orcs tended to not, because of the city and waste and how they were kind of cut off from everything else that was developing, tended to stay kind of to themselves and are seen more as barbaric, violent to non-orcs. That's at least the local lore. Okay. You guys are moving along. There's no road anymore. You're just kind of following the river. You can see an old watchtower. And as you round this watchtower, you see the estates. Very beautiful almost fortified manor and surrounding grounds that have kind of a lower wall, and then half of it explodes and screaming ensues, and you hear shots fired. The party immediately watches as multiple people swing open the gates and start running, coughing. Huge fire starts up. Some people begin running past you. A second detonation, kind of a deeper one this time. It's not the exact same. The first one was a loud crack and detonation. This one was something going wrong as a byproduct of the former detonation. Maybe some kind of, Dodger, you would think maybe some kind of mechanism or experiment gone wrong, but with a crack of gunfire, that doesn't fit the theory. You don't know exactly what's going on here. You hear the casting of magics as well. It's about 50 feet to the gate. And already people are pouring out and running in every direction. Well, no, that's not true. They're all running towards y'all, because that's towards the city, the town of Visceray.
So there's an explosion, a gate, and then there's people running away from the explosion.
Yes, that is, half of the house went up just now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move forward so that I'm 30 feet away from the gate,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take the dodge action,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna wait there to see
Okay.
what comes out.
What's everyone else doing?
Is this a structure that's outside of town that exploded, or a
Yes,
structure
you guys are
inside
out,
of
you
town?
guys are outside of town. You had to pass through town to get to this area.
Where we're at currently, what is the danger of being trampled by like a horde of people? Like how many?
Roughly 15 people have run out, and you guys are on horses.
Okay.
Not much danger of that.
Okay.
These look like maids and butlers and servants of a type.
With hearing the magic, I'm just gonna take my gun out and ready in action
Okay.
for any
Okay.
hostiles that come out.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the same. At least get my gun out.
Okay.
This happen often, Dodger?
Are
I mean, mishaps, but gunfire?
okay. I know Bedoya is known to miscalculate once in a while, but not normally gunfights.
Are the people that are running like past us?
Yes.
Sia's gonna try to catch one of them, just like to run up next to it and be like, "Hey, what's
This
going
ol-
on in there?"
This older, winded butler. I don't know. I was polishing. I always polish. There were some people who came in that wanted to see the master, and very much not. They were. I don't know. I didn't see their faces.
All right,
we
thank
need
you.
to alert the guard. The town guard. They need to come and help.
Well, I almost don't want to kick our way into a fight we don't understand, but seems kind of clear cut.
Like where they help.
Yes, please. Obadiah is a generous sort to those who help him when he's in need. And he does a double take a dodger. I recognize you. Please help us. You
All
don't
right.
recognize him.
Yeah. Go alert the guard.
Is it possible I could use one of your horses?
How far away from the gate are we?
About 45 minutes. At a gallop, you can cut that
No,
down
I mean
to
to
20.
the gate of the explosion.
Oh, you're like right there, like 50 feet.
Okay.
Here, take mine. I'll
Thank
hop
you.
off my horse.
I'll come back with it, I swear.
Sure.
Gets up on the horse. Ah!
I was checking to see if I had like locate object or something to be able to find it. If anything dirty with it.
Sure, the saddle maybe.
Any underhanded selling or I don't have anything like that.
Before we go in, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
I will cast a Mage Armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll also.
Let's see. It is. We have too many. We're all kind of all DPS.
I'm a little more tanky, so I can go in first if need be.
I mean, same. I'll make eye contact with Dodger and Sia and nod, and you feel yourself getting blessed. Let's do it.
All right. What's the marching order?
This is a D4 to attack rolls and
saving throws. Yeah.
All right, let's storm the joint.
Yeah, it'll be probably me and Dodger up front, and then
I'll also pull a lever and just 3 mirrors extend out of my backpack.
Okay.
Your way of doing this is insulting.
Or just you don't have the ingenuity.
I just play my fiddle and these little dudes start dancing around me.
Can we go in?
I don't know
Yeah,
what
let's go. Let's
what you're
storm the
angry about.
place.
You got it easy. I gotta fix these every time they break.
Charging forward, you clear the gate, and you see this individual has just entered through the door and moved out of sight. We're rolling initiative now, but what you did catch from him was this strange, shiny kind of mesh outfit over him, almost like a ghillie suit, just draped over his entire body, covering his face. And you watch as he kicks open the door and rushes inside, and that's when you lose sight of him. He's got 2 handguns, 2 pistols.
I don't suppose Bardic Inspiration lasts for long enough to have me use it there for this.
No, it does not.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Oh no!
Oh, Gene.
Uh,
Gene with the 1.
I really need to go pee. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good, buddy.
So unprofessional. Walking away from stream.
during combat, no less.
Like, come on. I'm gonna type a name into chat, and I want you guys to tell me how the hell I'm supposed to say this.
Natyuk.
This is someone's last name.
Natyuk.
Nat Yuck.
G Natty UK.
You roll a 1. Nat yuck. Okay.
Still think I'm right, but whatever.
UK. Oh wow, Gene too. Come on, Jared.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I know. That's the beauty of it. Is he top of the initiative order too?
That's Dodger.
Okay, word.
All right, Dodger, you're up first. 10 feet in front of you as you open up as you get through the gates. 10 feet of nice paved road, a couple of stairs, 2 front in the double door front doors which are open. You can see into them. You can see one kind of house guard of some kind getting blasted And you see as he slams up against the wall of the interior, and blood splatters as his head jerks back and he crumples. Coming into view is the individual you saw with the 2 guns, and it looks like he's about to double tap to make sure that the guardsman is dead.
I would like to possibly stop that if I can.
Okay, it's about 15 feet of distance.
Okay, it's not a problem. I learned from last session when I couldn't snipe because I wasn't close enough. So I extended my Eldritch Blast.
Nice. Speaking of ranged, you see that happening. To your left is all the destruction of the building, and there would obviously, because of the rubble, be an entrance through there. And then to your right, you can see roughly 3 floors and then kind of a tower on the edge of that to look over the river. And you do see another person in this metallic shiny mesh ghillie suit kind of leaning out and noticing you guys, and it looks like he's got a long barrel rifle.
Where do I know where does Obadiah reside in this? Is he like in the tower?
He's a bit of a spook, and so there's a bunker.
Okay, so he's probably not in immediate danger right now.
Depends on how off guard he was caught.
What would be the quickest route to said bunker? Would that be through the door?
That would be well, frankly, it's probably under all the rubble now.
Yeah, I'll continue to go in and try to stop Boyo from doing the double blast.
Boss. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Boss. I'm stupid. I'm like, he's not a lord. We don't have lords in this era.
Can I get into the doorway where I'm not really in line of sight of the guy with the rifle?
Yeah. Well, if you're in, you're in.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna my gun will transform to shotgun mode and I'll.
Okay.
I only see 2 people so far. As I walk in, do I see any more inside?
Yeah, you see one more, and he's got this really nasty looking war pick, almost like a scythe. It's real ornate and wicked looking. The metal twisting and coiling around, and then this stone obsidian war pick with a shattered spiky end on the other side.
Hello. Before I do that, I'm going to cast, or I'm going to pull the string at my belt, and the smoke from the can is going to just and go all around me. I guess we'll have that be are they just regular dudes?
One of them appears to be a gunslinger of some kind. The other one seems to be a brawler of some kind.
Right, but like race-wise, like humans.
Oh, humanoids. You can't really tell under the ghillie mesh.
Well, I want to know if maybe they might possibly have some kind of resistances to, because I can choose cold, radiant, or necrotic. So I want
to. That's fair. Hail hydrate. Lime.
We'll do cold.
Okay.
Blesses a D4 to all attack rolls.
All attack rolls.
Mm-hmm. 19 for the first one.
19 for the first one. 19 hits.
The 19.
Nice.
And 13 for the last one.
13 does not hit for the last one.
You're using Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah.
You have 3 beams.
Right, I did 19, 19, 13.
Oh, thought you said. I heard the 19 twice, and my brain flew to it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you only did twice. Sag.
Very.
Did you have your hex on? Or those 19s crits?
No, there weren't 19s on the die.
Oh.
The moon is a 20-sided die, by the way. And the suns have rings.
Oh, for the campaign setting.
Yeah, right now it's just
So that's 38 damage. Do you need me to split it up?
it's just cold, isn't it?
It's force and cold.
Nah, you're good.
38 damage to Boyo.
38, very good. He's dead.
And how far away is the other one?
12 feet.
All right, I will move up. Just so he's within 10 feet, so his movement is halved.
Okay.
And I'll just...
Okay. Yes, sir.
Alrighty. How close to the door inside the house?
15 feet to the 10 feet to the door, and just a reminder, you've got the front door where Dodger is. You've got the rubble to your left, which might give you access into the building because of the explosion. And to the right, you've got 3 floors of building and then a tower. And at the top of that tower, you see another dude in this kind of metal ghillie mesh with a long barrel rifle looking down at you guys.
How far away is that tower?
About 60 feet.
60 feet. I see. Looking down at the ground, I can see lots of like little rubble, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a fire as well.
Yeah. I'm going to start playing a jaunty little tune on my fiddle.
Okay.
This one sounds like a deep double bass as I just take long strokes. I'm going to cast Animate Objects. 10 tiny objects. So 10 little rocks are just going to start floating up.
Okay.
And they're going to be my mini army. We're going to storm inside
Okay.
with our movement.
You storm inside, you see one dude with a wicked looking war pick.
All right. I'm going to command the rocks to start attacking.
Okay.
I'll start with 3 attacks on this guy just to see how much health he has. That's gonna be a cheeky 26.
Hit.
27.
Hit.
26. That's going to be 3d4 plus 12. We'll just see what that looks like. See if he dies. 19 damage.
19
dead?
damage? Nope.
All right. 2 more attacks. That is going to be a 18
Hits.
and a dirty 20.
Hits.
Cool. 2 more attacks. 2 more hits. I got 10 of these little dudes, so that is going to be 12 more damage. 19 plus 12.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Nope.
All right. 2 more hits. It's gonna be 18 and
18 hits.
oh no, not 18. Sorry, 14.
Does not hit.
Okay. And 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay, so I've done 3, 2 to 7. I've got 3 more hits. Is he bloodied?
Nope.
After these rocks have been pounding into him? No?
Nope.
All right, 3 more hits. That is going to be an 18.
18 hits.
27.
27 hits.
And that's a miss. So 2 more hits.
Okay.
Another 12. That's going to be... For my turn, he's taken a total of 43 damage from the rocks as they just kind of... Like, all the rocks form into, like, a person, like, type shape. And then they just start boxing the shit out of the
Okay.
dudes.
Yeah, so he turns and goes, "We've got company," and then goes, "The stone betrays us,"
And bonus action, I'm going to say you just got hit by rocks. And I'm going to use unsettling words.
Okay.
And I'm going to subtract a D8 from his next save. That's a cheeky -7 from your next saving throw.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. This cultist in his mesh shiny ghillie suit. You see as he and this gray green foam seeps through the mesh at about 10 feet around him. Yester and Dodger both need DC 15 wisdom saves.
Is it seafoam green?
That color doesn't exist, so no.
That's a 17.
Okay, you're good. And you're
Oh,
immune
good.
to this for the next 24 hours. Write that down because next episode will be combat.
That's a 12.
Okay. Until the start
was
of this creature's next turn, your
Anyone see the future where I possibly don't fail?
Stonks
round
can't
the
see
level
it.
4.
Can't see what's happening because you're inside the. You're inside.
Well, I would be there, so I could make through it, but I can only do that when
When we
before
don't
you
know the
made a
result.
roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage on saving throws until the start of this creature's next turn. And your speed is halved. This foam gets to you and it's sticky and it smells horrible.
Well, I have to speed first, so meh.
We're in it together. All right.
Big sticky mess. A grenade launcher that shoots blue foam.
It's about this time when the creature that was downed and killed starts trying to claw its way back up and falls back down. Starts trying to claw its way back up and falls back down. These are undead.
Nice.
Okay. Yep, it's back up. And it is going to swing on the back of Dodger.
Like at
sorry.
the back of Dodger?
Yeah, so sorry, it doesn't swing. It shakily lifts its pistol and tries to shoot its shot. Ooh, that's a crit. That's a
Does it
crit,
hit
boy.
what does it hit the mirror image?
Does Dodger have... Oh, Dodger does have mirror image.
I do have
Dodger,
mirror
roll to
image.
see if it hits a mirror image.
It does.
Okay, one of your mirrors shatters.
Oh, man.
It's now going to try to do a strength drain. Go ahead and roll to see if it focuses another one of your mirrors.
Doesn't it have to roll to hit first?
You're right, it does. Thank you. 16 plus 5, 21.
What was the last? Oh, it was a crit. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a high roll. That would have been useful. Oh, I don't know. 5 minutes ago. 19. So yes, it does hit a mirror.
It does hit a mirror? It does hit a mirror. Okay, that's another mirror down. That's its turn, which brings us to Sia.
Okay, so Sia's gonna start moving towards the doors of the house. She's gonna stop when she's halfway there, like, and whip her pistol, not her pistol, her rifle off her back, and drop down and take aim at the dude in the tower.
Okay.
Shoot him with one of her lightning bullets.
It has half cover.
I think I have a feat.
Ooh.
No, that's just for spells. Never mind.
Taco, what is this YouTube link you have sent to chat?
It's the big sticky mess.
Okay.
It's a grenade launcher that shoots blue foam.
Oh, okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. Does hit.
Okay. gonna be 12 piercing and 7 lightning.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to quicken spell Silent Image and make it look like there's a giant, like, huge crow in front of the dude in the tower.
Okay.
Right in front of his face.
That thing got smoked.
All right. Those two aren't there. Stonks.
What's the lay of the land?
All right, so before you use 10 feet of stairs, and Sia is there. Inside, you can see this this shiny mesh ghillie suit individual has like gotten itself back up from clearly having been killed, and fired 2 shots at assumedly Dodger or Hawthorne. So that's directly in front of you. To your left is the rubble of the building, and so there is access to the building from there, albeit sketchily. And to your right, 3-story building, eventual tower of 5 stories. On the 4th story is a sniper in the mesh ghillie suit and a giant crow in front of it.
What would I perceive that all baddies are equal, or do I see something that
I don't know if you would
as a bigger threat?
you would ascertain that, as they are indistinguishable underneath their mesh shiny ghillie suits. They're kind of reflective.
There's only one baddie in there with Dodger and
2.
Yeehaw. 2 baddies. It's a total of 3 monsters, 3 bad boys.
3 monsters that you can see.
Okay.
If you would like to burn an action for a perception check or something like that, I will give you more information.
Nah.
Okay.
I will. Dude up in the tower, is he taking any damage yet?
Yes. 12 and 7.
12
And
and
also
7.
has a giant bird in front of him.
Okay, Offbeat, you killed a guy in there, right?
No, I don't. 43 damage. He's still standing.
Dodger
43
downed somebody,
still
and then that thing got back up.
Okay. How structurally sound does the tower look?
The tower? Pretty darn.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard, thick stone. Sturdy, to say the least. This is the home of an artificer, and it very much resembles that. Not very fancy, not very opulent, but structurally sound.
Average is about
Which
32.
Says a lot about this explosion that has taken out half the building.
Average is 31.5. He's taking 19. Oh, yeah, I'll blow up the tower. I got
Okay.
spell slots coming out of my ears.
Okay. How you gonna blow up the tower?
4th level fireball.
At the base of it?
No, at where the dude's at with the big crow.
Okay. Okay.
him go
I'm gonna make a dex
boomy.
save. I'm gonna say disadvantage because it doesn't see it coming. Because of the bird.
Save DC is 17.
That is an 11. And so the giant crow appears, and it like looks up at the crow, and then from its center there's a dull glow, and then a hole opens up and a fireball goes right through it, and he goes, oh. Roll your damage as it fails the dex save.
Alrighty. Where's 4th level? Yeah. Let's go, my little dice roller. Alright, 42.
Dead and gone. The top 2 floors of the tower, that 4th floor that you aimed it at explodes in a ring, and then the top half, the top floor goes over the side, crashing down to the ground. All right.
I did it. I'm done.
Okay. Another cultist comes down a set of stairs from inside Dodger and looks at you and goes,
Good.
"This is unacceptable. We haven't even found the old fuck. Deal with this and he's gonna reach up and cast Fireball at Yester and Dodger.
Can I see him?
No.
You guys have it. Do it. Hit
Hit
him with a wrench.
Most of next episode, by the way, just talking resources, just so you know the context, will probably be spent fighting.
I mean, I'm already out of spell slots, so
Oh no.
You're out of. You don't have counters. I don't have counterspell.
I only have two. I only have 2 spell slots.
Oh right.
I'm a useless warlock.
You got
So
a gun.
Stonks can't see. Sia probably can't see either.
Sia cannot because she didn't walk in. This is like
Okay.
in and then around the corner. She can see the one undead that in the mesh suit in the ghillie suit that got back up.
Well, this is gonna probably hit everybody inside though with this fireball though.
It's not gonna hit the one that got back up, but it is gonna hit the one that is closest to the two of you.
And the vomity guy.
That is the vomity guy, yes.
And the dude who took 43 damage.
That's the same dude.
That's the vomity guy. Yeah.
Vomity guy took. I thought that was the guy with the big pipe.
Same dude.
That's yeah.
All the same guy.
That's
I'm
him.
so confused. Sorry.
I'll draw it out for you. I'll draw it out for you after the session.
There was like when you came in, there was only one standing, and then it got back up because the one I
Oh,
killed.
that's why I thought the guy who got back up was the vomity guy. That's why I was confused.
Got you.
Okay. I got you. I'm good.
Did the goop gave me disadvantage on dex saves? Is that
Yeah.
Disadvantage on
Should
all
I-
saving throws.
all saving throws?
And your
Oh,
speed is halved.
goody. Okay.
Sorry, that's my turn. Dex saves.
All right.
20s, 2
Sixth
20s.
level. 6th level fireball.
If you have a high roll portent offbeat, now would be a good time.
You know what? Jake, you get
Wait.
Yeah.
Don't waste it on me.
I rolled well. I was gonna absorb elements anyway. I'm gonna use my. Oof! I can only use it on one of my 10 creatures. My 10 creatures are all gonna fucking die.
Oh yeah, all your creatures need to roll, huh?
Could I just roll them all at once and then just say if they all make it, they all make it. If they all don't, they all don't. So I don't feel like rolling 10 times. Or do you want me to do it individually? I'll do it individually. Fuck it.
I think that would be best.
Bucket wee ball, baby. 10 d20s. Let's see what we got. How many of you fuckers are living? I need to see the dice. I need to see the log. Where's the dice log?
Oh, that's. Wait, what's the purple one?
19.
Oh, let's go! Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
Where's
Spell save is
Feels
15,
good.
by the way.
Okay. Let me just write this. Let me just write this out.
Spell save's
20
15. That way you can.
23. 14.
You got a living rock that made a 23 on a deck save.
They have +4 to dex. I'll have you know.
Wow. Astonishing
17.
spell.
It's a 5th level spell.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
14. 18. 14. 19. Not 20, so 24. 13. 20. Oh wait, no.
I
that
should
was
start
less
just
than-
rolling my damage. What am I doing?
Okay, so 23. That's this DC was 15.
DC was 15.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 successes, 4 fails.
Totaling out to 44 damage, halved respectfully to 22.
Ugh. All my animated objects die. Even the ones that save.
Doesn't my big boy? My big boy succeeds! 22 damage to big boy.
No, he doesn't. Silvery barbs. Fuck you. Roll again.
It's cocked. 12 plus 2. Damn it! 14. 44 damage. hurt myself. Hate that.
Taking
that
87 damage.
Oh, and he had a minus what to his next
Oh,
save?
he had a -7. He had a -7.
He had a minus. Do you want to rescind that?
I wouldn't even be able to cast the silvery barbs then. So yeah.
Fair. Fair play. He fails. I can scratch out the -7. Takes the 44 damage, and quick mathing, he is in fact still up. This is a nasty dude.
Does he look bloodied yet?
Definitely bloodied.
Oh, good.
You can see this kind of bubbling green foam seeping out of his body, and that is likely his blood. Okay, that's the fireball, and then this dude's gonna go back up the stairs.
Oh, how close did he get to us when he did that? I guess
He showed up halfway down the stairs to get into view, and then receded back up. Gene.
I have a turn.
Yep.
Look at that.
The last thing you hear from this dude who went back up the stairs is go, "Release the hellhounds!"
I'm gonna blow him up.
All right. Well, I'll push my way inside and.
Okay. You see one dude
Shoot.
very low and one dude who is bloodied.
The first closest angry-looking sucker I can.
Okay.
Actually, how deep can I get in there? Can I get right up on him?
Yeah, you have plenty of movement. You've got roughly 10 feet of movement till you're in the room.
Okay, yeah.
You can get right up on either one of them.
The bloodied one, why not?
Okay.
And yeah, let me go ahead and throw a couple of shots out. Okay.
That was on beat. That's hilarious.
Okay, all right. First swing is going to be 21.
21 hits.
And the second swing is also a 21.
Both hit. I would roll your damage of the first one first,
All right.
because I know that you are scary. And you might do enough damage to down the thing.
For the purpose of mechanics, it's going to be a booming blade.
Okay.
All right, so it's going to be 15 piercing damage,
15 piercing.
and then an additional 10 force damage.
Okay, yeah, it's dead.
First shot.
You watch as that first shot crumples it.
All right, I'll
Is
wheel
that guy
around
also
and
undead?
It is undead.
Oh,
You
get
turn
an extra
and-
D8 on your smites.
Do I?
Yep, because they're undead. Extra
What about
D8
it?
on your smites.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hear that, Stonks? Stonks is gone.
Yep. All right. Oh, the second shot
Stonks is like, excuse me?
is gonna be a 17
17 on the littler one. Hits.
on the second one. Oh, that shot was a 21 to hit. 17 was the damage.
Oh, thank you. Immediate dead.
Okay.
It got back up with 1 HP.
Oh, I see. Bam and bam.
You walk in and end the conversation.
I don't see what all that fuss was about.
Both crumple to the ground. The bigger one does not have the mechanic that gets him back up at 1 HP when he goes to 0. And the party finds themselves, for the most part, Sia is still outside, I believe. The party finds themselves in this opening receiving hall. 2 doors, one they just came through, the front door, and a set of stairs going up to the second level. You can hear people getting shot dead upstairs in other halls, general chaos, and that is where we will pick up next episode.